Can't hear you.
Man, that was a good. Too bad no one's ever gonna hear it except maybe my neighbors. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Season 4, Episode 50, aka 180 of Shooting the Shelf. I'm Jesse. This is Curtis. It's Sunday night. It's time to have yourselves shotten. No?
That's sure. I think that's what they say.
I've been home most of the day, but I'm still out of it from my trip, just traveling to Florida, getting sick, and then coming home. And man, I was never more happy to get out of Florida weather than I was today.
Yeah,
walking to the airport at Harrisburg at like 30 degrees in my shorts, and like I put my flannel on just so people wouldn't be like, "Aren't you cold?" And it was glorious.
Yeah, that hot stuff's not for me. I'm much better in cold. So
yeah, my mom's like, "I'll turn the air down." I was like, "All right, what's that?" She's like, 75. And we're going to turn it down to 74. I'm like, "Ooh, spoil me."
God, I would be dead.
I think that's why I had a fever. It was just too hot.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, I haven't been feeling too hot either. I've been last couple days been feeling pretty icky to my stomach. So if all of a sudden my camera goes black and I'm not here, either I ran to the bathroom or I shit myself, one of the two. So just FYI.
So would that be a code brown?
There you go. Yep, that's exactly what that would be.
a coda burnt sienna.
Sure. Kodachrome. We've got people here.
We do.
Yeah. You want me to shout them out?
I don't care. Yes, of course.
We got Blake, aka Recon Rage, out there. Dave Workin is here. We got Freaks Figures. JMax 77. Let's see. Freak says, "I'm seriously concerned right now. Every time I pick up my phone, all I want to do is look at Warhammer stuff. What is happening to me, Blake?" Blake is not the person to go to for an intervention. He is going to continue to enable you. I Am is here. We got Brian Carr, Jesse Marshall, Cincy John is here. We got Omar, William Husted. We got this guy. I can't remember what's his name.
Wallakushi on S4.50 or something like that.
Nailed it.
One more time, Ricky. One more time.
Yeah.
Gugusiko Kui Echoes of Real, something like that.
Yep, nailed it. Dub3 is here. We've got the Amir. Michael Casper is here. The artist formerly known as Twizzler19. We've got James Studio Susa Mudio. Oh. Ty is here. We got Jen, aka Lucky Sprinkles. We have Kevin McCoy. Hi, honey. There's Darla Akerman. I know her. She's right over there.
Wait, is that new Kevin X McCoy?
Yeah. He used to be Kevin McCoy. Now that's they used to. We got the Mythic Woodsman. Nice.
That's Faisal.
I know, but that's a new. I've not seen that name. That's cool. Stacy Lynn is here. We've got Steph in the house. Welcome. Brian Lynn of Carver Customs. V-Dog, Jesse. V-Dog is here.
Oh, V-Dog. Hold that thought.
Jesse V-Dog is here. There you go.
I said hold that thought, not repeat that thought.
Jesse, Mrs. Cincy John is here.
Hello, Mrs. Cincy John.
We got Kevin Hamilton of Kevbox Toys here as well. Let's see. Scrolling. We got Paul Morales. Rob Zamora, El Spooky Zorro is here. Trevor's here. We have Captain Firebeard, Baker, Faisal, and Elijah were both on New to Mythics this morning, and they'll be back next week for Shooting the Shelf, a very special episode that we'll talk about later in the show.
Maybe.
No, we will. We'll definitely. And then Matt, Collectible Fun, is here. They just had an awesome episode of Latin Legions where they showed their favorite boxes of the year. So, favorite cardboard boxes. Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
that's everybody.
I felt like you were setting something up there, and you were going to bring out a box or something.
Nope. It was just a really good show talking about boxes. So,
okay.
Yep.
Looks like Rick Everett just joined in as well. So hello there.
Nice. He was in the customizing studio today. He was slicing off nipples. From barbarians to make armor out of the torso.
Oh, I was going to say out of the nipples.
No, out of the torso. So,
man, that's a lot of sacrificed barbarians.
Yeah.
Making a Red Sonja chainmail skirt out of barbarian nipples.
There you go. And Tanya jumped in. Hey, Tanya.
Hello, Tanya. Oh, here you go.
Yep. There's Ed. He was also on there showing off his favorite boxes of the year. So, yeah.
Without nipples?
If you missed Latin Legions today and you are into cardboard boxes, definitely check out that episode. You will see some amazing boxes. Don't worry about the toys. We don't open our toys. We just look at the boxes apparently in the Latin world. But yeah, you can check out some awesome boxes there. So,
did you just include yourself in the Latin world?
You know, I'm everywhere. I'm inevitable. So, I think we're supposed to have guests. We have a guest so far.
The other guest is on their way.
Okay.
Speaking of someone also not from the Latin community, give a warm digital welcome to the one, the only heartthrob of Legion's Quest. OG.
I was all in on that until you said heartthrob of Legion's Quest. Then I got confused.
I just wanted an excuse to play that heartbeat.
Joe Gonzalez. Our favorite Mexican.
Sure.
How did you not make it onto Latin Legions?
I'm European. Probably.
Sure you are. Yeah, I'm sure that's what a lot of them say.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, Ed. All right.
Psycho Ed with a 20-month member chat. Yeah. What does it say?
He only had one box for an extremely big figure.
So just for everybody in the chat to know, Curtis has a stack of boxes of unopened things that he keeps in just in case he needs more. So there's a lot of figures.
But I wouldn't show them as my favorite figures of the year and then hold up a box. Like how do you know that's your favorite figure if you haven't even opened it? They're just like holding up boxes. This one's really great. Yeah, okay.
Did you ask what their criteria was? Maybe their criteria
I don't know what
was looking good in a box.
I hope that each one of the boxes that they showed is full of rocks, and there's not even a figure inside. So
am I on a delay?
No, I don't know. Maybe. Are you?
I don't know.
No.
1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, you're good.
Saying a toy you haven't opened is your favorite figure is like saying your favorite movie is a movie you haven't seen.
There you go.
Sometimes watching the movie ruins it for you.
Then it's not your favorite movie.
Trailers are really good these years.
Of a movie.
But, there are some things that we have seen, and those are awesome toy photography pictures that we have selected as shelf selections.
Or other
stuff, other art
images
of some sort.
Not just toy photography.
But next week, it's all going to be toy photography. Forget next week. We'll talk about that later.
About that.
This week, shelf selections. Here we go. Starting with mine.
He's giving away the ham before the cow even has a baby, or whatever farmers say.
I know
a lot of farmers. None of them say
I don't
that.
think you know where ham comes
Did I get a chuckle out of Darla on that one?
You did. Not even a chuckle. She was like definitely cackling over there. So
my job is done. The show's all on you, Curtis.
This is from Darth.Primus. A little kind of New Gods, Dark Side and the Boys collection. I believe this is an extreme set that this is in. And it looks cool. So nice job. Way to go. Jesse.
It is very colorful. I like it. And that's it's a cool look of those kind of Super Friends villains kind of lined up. I mean, it gives off Super Friends vibes.
Joe?
Yeah, I think that the New Gods comics, the old ones, were painfully underrated. Very good stories. So it is cool seeing these. Are these the McFarlane figures?
They are. Yes.
Awesome. Yeah.
And we've got somebody else that just joined. Shawn Skvarna.
Hello.
What do you think about this photo?
I think that Darkseid and Calabac are badass. Those are two McFarlane figures that I actually would love to have on my shelf, even though I'm not collecting their line very much. But like, I remember when I had superpowers as a kid, and it's like that Darkseid was really cool, but this is like upgraded, which is really awesome. That Calabac, he's been around for a while, and that one's just, that's a hunk of plastic.
This Darkseid looks really good, but something on him, I can't remember if it was his legs or his arm, or something kept falling off. Like it was not, the QC wasn't great, but it looks amazing. So
yeah, it looks amazing at least.
Yeah. All right. Next one is one of Jesse's.
This is another one of our favorite customizers that we've featured many times, but I couldn't let this one slide. Bear Blaze over on Instagram. Just, again, killer flesh tones and details on the wrinkly old dwarf head here, and just the hairs and the textures and the metallics and all that. That is just an amazing paint job.
Joe.
This dwarf looks how I feel when I get up for work in the morning. That's pretty amazing. So incredible paintwork for sure. Yeah, man, love it. Love the details and everything, especially around the eyes and the way the wash brings out the wrinkles and everything. Super well done.
Shawn?
Honestly, and hopefully this is a compliment, because to me, if I did that, I would feel this is a compliment. It makes me feel like this is Mythic Legions by way of Jim Henson. And it has that like vibe to me of like, you look at that and you feel like you've come home to like a movie that you never knew Jim Henson made. You know, it's got that characteristic that I think is really, really cool.
Yeah, this is really nicely done by Blaze.
Yeah,
you know, I've said a few times, like, you know, a good sculptor can really help out a painter, and vice versa. A painter can really make a sculptor look good, and I think that's what you got going on here. There's just a lot of texture details in the face, in the hair, the beard, even in like the metallic portions. And he brought it all to life. The purple there and all the like the metal bits look fantastic. So yeah, great job on this. Next one is one of my picks. This is Matea _toy_photography. And I thought this was just awesome. The Naughty or Nice, what is it, the like Barbarian Santa or whatever they call it, the big old toy present bag over his shoulder, you know, walking through the snow. You know, sometimes your reindeer get a flat tire and you got to just hoof it, and I think that's what's going on here. So
never mind.
Jesse, go ahead.
No, this is cool. I mean, literally snowy picture, but this is amazing. The scenery, the landscape, it just totally pulls you right into the atmosphere of this environment. And you know, I don't know what this Santa is doing. I don't know if those are toys he's bringing to good girls and boys, or if that's a lot of whoop ass he's about to descend on some village somewhere. But it's
either way.
Yeah, really good.
Joe,
I think he ate the reindeer, and that's why he has to walk now.
It was the Donner Party.
Right, and that's probably the carcasses that he's carrying in the sack.
Donner
Either way,
Party of
it
one.
looks amazing, and what keeps catching my attention is how just tilting the head forward on the figure a little bit adds a lot of like character to the story of, you know, him walking through the snow. So I think this is really well done.
All right, Shawn.
Yesterday I got to watch the movie Violent Night that has David Harbour as Santa Claus, and this screams David Harbour needs to be this Santa if they made a movie for me. I love it. For me, being a barbarian guy with Mythic Legions especially, this is like speaking my language completely. And I can just hear David Harbour's voice complaining about the reindeer aren't there. What the hell? You know, kind of him just grousing about it and complaining. And I can hear the winter wind in my ears with just looking at this. I think it's a great shot.
All right. Next is one of Jesse's.
This is from, I can't read it.
Blitz underscore figs with Z's on both of them.
What
What
happened?
I don't know. Something's going.
What happened? I clicked the thing.
It's moving. Yeah, there you go.
Spoiler
alert.
Yeah, spoiler.
I just thought this was really cool. How the lighting creates the grate in the whatever the sewer grate or whatever that is there just looks like complete negative space, like there's nothing there. And I'm not a huge fan of Pennywise, but I just thought this was a really cool shot. So this is me getting over my dislike of things and posting a picture of it anyway, or sharing someone's posted picture of it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, this is creepy, and I'm sure that's the vibe they were going for. So nice job. Yeah. Joe.
I really like the contrast, you know, the way the light shining on him behind. Like, I could see myself setting up an encounter in D&D this way, you know, seeing him behind a metal grate. It's not just that the monster can't get to you yet, but the heroes also can't get to the monster. So you're teasing something that's going to, you know, be a conflict in the future. So yeah, this is a fun one. Really like it.
Shawn?
This shot has this like John Carpenter vibe, like how many of his 80s movies, and I love it. The atmosphere is working for me. The glowing eyes, I always get freaked out about that in a majority of things. So the fact that you have that behind that grate is enough for me to go, yeah, I wouldn't even go near that thing. I would be running and screaming like a woman in the other direction.
All right. Next is one of my picks. This is our good buddy Cincy John in the comments. Cincy _ John. And just has a really sweet profile pic of Otho here. Got kind of a light shining in on that sword, and has done the modify with the gold on the mask, which looks great. So yeah, this is just really cool looking, and like that cape as well with it. So Jesse?
The first thing I noticed, is that a Darla cape?
It might be. I'm not sure. It does look like the one that she did for it.
As the first thing I noticed. So kudos to whoever made that cape, and nice posing from Cincy. And yeah, his photos have just been on fire. I love the little like light distortion around the hilt of the sword, like the reflection or whatever's going on there. It just adds a subtle little like character moment of sorts into this really beautiful shot.
Very much so. Joe?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a D&D guy, so a lot of my comparisons are going to be connected to that. But this kind of brings me the feeling of like a character being in a dungeon and finding a magic sword that he doesn't know, what kind of sword it is yet, and looking it over, trying to figure that out. And that little bit of smoke with the blue light to make the hilt glow a little bit adds a lot of cool presence to it. So
what Cosmic Legions has a cape? Am I missing something?
He put cape in quotations, so maybe it's the gray alien from
it might be Altair's like waist robes or something, or his like
okay. Shawn.
I like it as the first thing that comes to mind is just a like moment of contemplation, and it reminds me of like the way that you have Luke looking out at the two setting suns, kind of a vibe, or the idea of him kind of coming to the end of like a, it's either going to be them or me kind of a vibe before he goes out into battle, which some of those moments are really, really cool depending how they play out in a story. And I love that through this photo, you're imagining the story leading up to this moment and what will happen next on top of that. So it's really well done, in my opinion.
Awesome. Next is one of Jesse's.
From a collab photo, I believe, posed and placed by one Geisegway, and photo taken by Toy Goof and Gons, aka Rygon,
at the Echevarria compound,
at their home. I feel like compound, we keep saying that it's gonna like send up some red flags that shouldn't be sent up. They just have woods out back.
That's a compound.
It's not a compound. So my favorite figure in my favorite setting, outdoors in nature, making it look like it's part of a natural environment is awesome. Absolutely love it. And this one does have a Darla cape on it.
100% a Darla cape for sure. Yeah, this is one that Jesse and I talked on because we knew it was going to be a shelf selection. We just didn't know if he was picking it or if I was picking it. So I'm glad that this is in here. Yeah, this is really cool. I love the way that this is set up, and what a cool place to take photos in the back of your house. Like, how awesome is that to be able to go out there behind your house, throw some figures up and take an awesome shot like this. That'd be awesome. So, Joe.
Yeah, super cool. I mean, great figure, great accessories as far as the cape go. The landscape, like, I have a big backyard, but I live in the desert, so it's not as photo friendly as this here. So I'm definitely envious of that ability there. But it looks super cool. He's definitely on an adventure, and he looks happy too.
Shawn?
It almost has that like Narnia vibe where it's like you see him and he takes you on an adventure. Like he pulls you into mythos. They need you. It's like the last Starfighter kind of a vibe, like, come on, we're going to do this, But yeah, it actually, this one reminds me a little bit of when I would be at home at the mountains, my dad's property. And I used to put my Sectars and GI Joes out in the back like that. And it has good memories for me on that level too. Just the feeling it emotes for me.
Awesome. Next is one of my picks, also with Darla Akerman Soft Goods. This is the robe for Scrooge that she did for Stephen Bisciotti. He did some stuff at Legions Con a couple years ago where he had some painted Scrooge heads. And then combine it with some robes that she made for him, like a nightgown. And yeah, this is a really cool picture with Scrooge and Marley here. And I love how it feels like the translucency was turned up a little bit on the feet. And yeah, this is just really cool. I like the way that this is posed. So, and then you have the accessories in the background, like you got the clock and stuff. So yeah, really nice. Jesse?
Yeah, this is great. The fade, like you said, the translucency, the ghosting effect on Marley is phenomenal, and the way it's lit or has been, I don't know I'm not saying AI anything, but like just the way, you know, photographers work with it to get the right vibe that they want. Like Scrooge has the warm light coming off the fireplace on him, but you don't really see that on the ghost and everything. I just think this is a really nicely set up shot, posed, framed, everything.
Joe?
It's an amazing photo with beautiful work overall. For some reason, I'm getting a pro wrestling vibe from it, like the way he's stroking
Okay.
the chain. You know, it just seems like, you know, this is the best 2 out of 3 falls, no holds barred.
You can't handle the Scrooge.
You have JR in the background going, "For the love of God."
Yeah.
Shawn?
I just in general, this is a really cool piece, and I like the vibe of it. Where from the perspective I have of it, at least, it almost looks like he's choking him with the chains. I don't think that's really what's happening, because I think the chain is behind him, but it's a dramatic enough shot that way that it almost makes you think he's being more proactive than he normally would be in the Christmas Carol. Like, just, you know, he's pulling him into this.
I think he is choking him.
I that's the thing. I can't figure it out on my own screen, but just in general, the feeling of that possibly being what's happening there and stuff, and overall, very dramatic shot. I like it.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying this to make anyone upset, but I'm just getting, this is like Zack Snyder's Christmas Carol.
All
Marley
right.
kills Zod. I don't care. I mean, I he's dead anyway. You know, whatever.
Get Shawn riled up here. All right. Next is one of Jesse's.
So this was sent to me by our good friend Hedgehog. This is by, I can't freaking read my screen.
Toy Fanatic.
Toy Fanatic on Instagram.
All one word.
Rogue, Savage Land Rogue going up against some of the Jurassic World Raptors. Really cool setting. And I mean, yeah, another one of my favorite characters with dinosaurs. What is there not to love about this photo?
I think right before this shot, she looked around and said, "Clever girl." So that's what I think that happened.
I hope not, because the last person that said that died.
I love this. I love the setup. If this isn't outdoors, this is really well done to make it look outdoors. Yeah, the pose, the combination of different toy lines to make this from the story come to life. Great job. Yeah, this is cool. Joe?
Yeah, amazing shot. I can't help but think that Rogue's not going to use her powers on them, and then she'll be a clever girl, right? You know, when she absorbs their.
Wasn't the Savage Land? Did they not have powers?
It's a joke.
Oh, okay.
There's no substance to
I was just trying to.
It's as empty as my head, deep
so.
as a mud puddle. I just said it to be funny.
I saw Jesse slip forward, and I was just trying to get a gnome actually out before he did.
I did read the Savage Land. I know.
Shawn.
It's humor.
All I could say is I knew this would be from Jesse. This speaks everything. But yeah, I really do. I love the drama of what's going to happen next coming from this one, especially with 3 of them surrounding her. That's pretty cool.
Well, they're pack hunters. You see, one distracts you, and the other 2 come at you from the side.
Exactly.
This is one of my picks. This is the _domesticated_caveman. Obviously using that new Sentinel that has just come out from Marvel Legends. I didn't buy it. I didn't feel like I wanted to buy it because it just felt very plain to me. Didn't see like there was a lot of textural details and I understand it's more like the cartoon version. But this makes it look awesome. I love this shot. This looks really cool. Yeah, I love the way that this is set up. So, Jesse?
I've got one word coming to mind, and Shawn knows exactly what that word is.
Yep.
I'll let him say it when it gets to his turn if he wants. But yeah, this is great. You know, and as much as it's fun to watch Wolverine and Cyclops like beef with each other, it's really fun when they get to actually work together to take on an enemy, because they are on a team, and getting to see them team up is pretty fun. So yeah, this is a cool shot. And like you, Curtis, I had no interest in buying this. I still don't, just because I just don't have a spot for anything like this anymore. But it definitely looks a lot cooler than I thought it would.
Yeah, this is infinitely more cool than what they showed in their own photography, which means I think they should probably lean on some people in the toy community to do some product shots for them, because something like this would definitely sell more figures.
Well, could you imagine people seeing a Hasbro picture like with this, even with a disclaimer, like, edited for,
doesn't have lasers.
It doesn't come with it doesn't come with a 1/12 scale New York City replica background.
Right. Joe, thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I love the forced perspective that makes it look even bigger than the big toy already is. Super cool. So I think the setting feels like something you would see in the cartoon, fighting in the streets of New York City, and it's hovering over a building. Yeah, really creative and really cool.
Shawn.
Zark. I still, Jesse and I know that's our little inside joke. One day we were playing as X-Men, and I used that as my sound effect when I was playing as Cyclops, and he couldn't stop laughing for 10 minutes straight. I'm like, it was in the comic. It's a legitimate thing that sounds like no. Just made him laugh his ass off for 10 minutes.
I mean, it doesn't take much to make me laugh.
That's true. There's beach balls and stuff as well. But anyway, honestly, I guess to me the most complimentary thing that you could ask for if you show a shot like this is, does the theme song kick in your mind or not? And the theme song is very much on repeat in my mind ever since this has been shown to me on my screen. I actually love the effect of Cyclops' optic blast, the way they got that to work in there as well. I mean, the whole thing just screams of like, this is the era of X-Men I still hold dear to my heart. I love it.
Awesome. Had a few more folks jump in. Mr. C, Nate Strong, Alan, Vine Jungle Figure Factory. Welcome, folks. This is one of Jesse's picks.
So this is from the ladies over at the Nerdy Forge, with their finally revealed build with the surprise that was inside the Mouse King set of the Nutcracker and their rendition of the Nutcracker. I just think this picture is awesome, like fully loaded, all the little rats. I love the way he's like wielding the candlestick like some sort of I don't know if it's like a weapon or something. I don't know. I just thought this was a lot of fun and a crazy cool shot.
Yeah, they were also on New to Mythics today, both Annie and Michelle, and showing off some soft goods and different dio pieces and stuff that they've been working on. And then obviously they can do some toy photography too. So great work over there. This looks fantastic. I love all the different stuff, the little treasure bits around and all the rats and stuff. So yeah, nice work.
And I'll add one more thing onto that, Curtis, since for anyone who's questioning purchasing from them, I say buy wholehearted reassurance from me. I was beyond impressed with the diorama pieces that I got from them. Sturdy, well made, look great, awesome stuff.
Beautiful. Joe.
Well, I'm going back to Dungeons and Dragons role-playing type of feel, but there's creatures in D&D that are called swarms. So you're, not much of a threat in a role-playing game to fight a rat, but a swarm of rats can be absolutely deadly. And that's the vibe I'm getting from this. Like, this guy has just gotten his butt whooped by a swarm of rats, which I think is a really creative and cool idea for a photo. And yeah, just amazing work. Everything about it is very well done. Might have to attack you guys with swarms of rats now. So
thanks, guys. You just got us killed. Shawn.
The thing I'm really drawn to with this is the amount of detail in general with everything in this. Like, I could sit here probably for an hour and still marvel at all of the intricacies they have in the different pieces they used. And yeah, the storytelling of it, it's like there's a part of me that's like, is he trying to save a treasure from rats, or have the rats decided we've had enough of this guy and we're just going to take this guy out? You know, there's I love one way or the other. It's an interesting concept with rats versus the Nutcracker man, for lack of a better term. But yeah, I dig all of it. It's a really nice image.
All right. The last three are all mine because I had way more than Jesse this week. So this one is Noir Kaiser FX. Got a piece or two in there from Noah. Really kind of dark image with the, I'm assuming Carver Customs torches. Walking over some skulls there. I just thought this was really cool. He's the dwarf has got the Otho axe on his back. So I thought this was a really nice setup. Jesse?
I'm probably going to steal this from Joe, but this looks like some adventurers just wandered into the Underdark or some other like deep forgotten place in D&D. Is that maybe characters from someone's role-playing game? I don't know. Could be a painting from a book. I don't know. Could be some toys. I don't know. Wait, that's your line. It's awesome. It immediately draws me into like, what are these two about to do? What are they meeting up with people? Are they about to spring some sort of plan into action? It's mysterious. The work is dark and mysterious. No.
Sure.
How's it go? The work is strange and mysterious. No. I don't know. From Severance. Anyway, moving on.
We'll go with that. Joe.
I'll agree with Jesse. Definitely get RPG vibes from this. I love how the skulls on the floor, to me anyways, set up a very dangerous vibe. Like I get the impression like they just walked into the room and had an oh crud moment as they realize that the floor is covered with skulls. Now they're on alert, something might be here. And the darkness feels oppressive. It's an amazing shot.
And Shawn.
It reminds me of like the Mines of Moria sequence in Lord of the Rings, but I know I'm gonna get crap for this because this is just how it works with Curtis, but this looks like a newly found Frank Frazetta painting to me. All of it works for me on that level, and I know Curtis would be like, okay, now we're on to something else because I just don't want to talk about Frank Frazetta, but I love it because it feels like Frank Frazetta.
If Jesse didn't get me on a soapbox with his Snyderverse comment, you're not going to get me with Frazetta.
And I would be on the same soapbox about Snyderverse, I think, though, so that would be okay. We could team up, no problem.
That's
I know
true.
how you are about
I'd be right there with you.
We'd be against a few people in the chat. I know there's a few Snyder fans out there. So next, these last two, this one came in right before the end of the show, or before we started. I saw this from Steve Mank, Articulated Times, put together his little nutcracker. You've got the crash box Dio in the background, and he is just choking the ever living crap out of this rat. And I think it's cool. I love it. So Steve does some great work. He also runs Articulated Empire, which is a great retailer for the Four Horsemen. He hits up a bunch of shows, especially in the Midwest. Buy definitely with confidence from him. And I saw when I was at Joe Lanta, he was actually selling some of his prints from his photography at his booth as well. So really just doing some great work. He also has been putting together some dios, like making some dios. Like, guy is just doing all kinds of stuff, staying busy, uber talented. So keep it up, Steve. Jesse. Jesse?
Is he frozen?
Wait, what?
You're up.
Oh, yeah, it's a continent.
I'm sorry, what now?
Europe is a continent. What was the question?
It's your turn to talk about this picture.
I totally spaced out. I'm sorry.
No shit.
Oh, I think this is really cool. Yes, a lot of choking going on in tonight's pictures. A lot of violence against the elderly and the rodentary. No, right. Steve's killing it. He's doing awesome shots, and I love seeing all the different builds people are making with their nutcracker heads.
Joe,
I really like in this how the most aggressive head that comes with the Mouse King at a different angle and situationally can look like he's, you know, screaming. Super fun use of that. I never would have thought to do that, but it looks super cool. And with the damage on the Nutcracker's head, it looks like they had a heck of a battle leading up to this point, especially because he's choking him with his own scepter. He's like, you ain't the king of nothing, buddy. So very
Shawn?
cool.
I know this is a family show, so I'm not going to say the word itself, but I don't know, for some reason, looking at that Nutcracker head,
not a family show,
him doing the choking, all I can hear is just him going, MFer. It's like if I made this photo, if I took this photo, that would be the name of the photo. I'd just sell it as MFer and just be done with it, because it just has that, like, it does not care. It's just going to kill the thing, and it's done, and it's going on. So,
for those of you in the audience that didn't understand what he was saying, that was motherfucker. So
I was trying to keep it family oriented.
Gotcha. I was translating for the non-family oriented people.
As much as it stopped being a family show a long time ago.
Yeah, pretty much when Curtis joined us.
That's what I was going to say.
I didn't say that.
Okay, fine. It said motherfucker. There you go.
All right, the last one of the day, and talk about somebody with all kinds of talent. Emil Wickman, man, the guy can sculpt, he can paint, he can do customs, he can do digital art. Put together this Lucretia that looks fantastic, man. And he puts it out there, and he, you know, lets people just kind of like have it if they want to print it and you know, use it, you know, put it on their wall or whatever. Man, this thing just came out fantastic. And this was like him doodling. Like, this is him just kind of killing time. The guy,
all right, stop trying to piss us off.
I'm just saying, like, it's everything he touches turns to gold. Anyhow, amazing shot, or maybe it's amazing artwork. Love the purples, love the light reflections on there and stuff, like it, you know, on the weapon and on the armor, like, just fantastic. Jesse,
she's freaking hot, man.
You gotta laugh from Darla.
Well done, Emil. I don't know what else I need to say that you didn't already say, so I went with that one. It's like, this needs to be a poster
for sure. Joe?
Yeah, I don't know why I feel like there should be a microphone that she's walking up to. There's just a stage presence here, almost like she's getting ready to sing us a song. Yeah, I mean, it's Emil. He kills everything that he does. I don't know if I can really add more to what you guys have already said. He's knocking it out of the park with every swing, and this one is just as amazing, for sure.
And for anyone listening to this that doesn't understand the context of this, we don't mean actual killing, just phenomenal skills.
Correct.
Or do we?
Maybe.
No.
Shawn.
So here's the iPad that I have that I can't use because I would do too many deadlines. That's what happens every time I see something that Emil does. I just throw it out the window and I move on with my life, and I go, Emil, you win. No, I'm just kidding. No, honestly, everything that he does usually it's a moment you have to stop and really take it in and everything. And this is another case in point of how talented he can be. So very, very good job of knocking it out of the park again, Emil.
For sure. And that is it for shelf selections. So
I'll just say for that one, I would not want to run into her in a dark alley, but if I did, I would just be like, all right, this is it.
You just let her tag you?
Well, I mean, whatever happens at that point.
Whatever happens in the alley stays in the alley.
I mean, she's a vampire, there's all sorts of
but we don't know much about how vampires work in Mythos. So
true, but I mean, there's got to be some sort of
sucking involved.
Whoa.
I could have sworn that's where you were going with that. I thought that was a soft.
Joe, this is a family show. We just that.
All of a sudden, we're back to a family show.
Joe, you motherfucker! I mean, come on.
Oh no! What did I do? No, I didn't think about the children.
Just
Maybe
remember,
vampires are
weird.
like Colin Robinson in What We Do in the Shadows, and they're energy vampires, and they just suck the energy out of you, and then they look at you like they had an orgasm with glowing eyes, and they walk away.
I mean, it's a family show. Weird Uncle Bob is still part of the family, so.
Well, I could sit here and literally talk about shelf selections all night, but we've kept our other guest in the back waiting long enough. It's time to bring him out. We have Jim Carrey waiting back. Did he leave? Oh,
what are you talking about?
Shit, he was back there. Sorry, folks. We must have extended our time on shelf selections too far. That was my bad. I threw in some extra picks. Man, shit. We won't have Jim Carrey tonight, but we do have Jesse here, and it's time to get down to the bottom of this story.
Well,
Jesse.
Hold on. I got to address these comments between Carver and why did you guys think that's where I was taking that?
The vampire in a dark alley.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was thinking more like, the hypnosis, put you under the spell, like, oh, bite you, you're dead.
Why did they do that? To drink your blood and blood drinking. I'm not sure where you're going with this. It
involves suction, is what you're saying.
Yeah, suction and necks. Isn't that what vampires do?
Yeah.
Now I'm getting confused.
There definitely has to be some sort of suction.
I would think.
Yeah.
I would think. Yeah. That's
pretty sure.
They could lap it up.
That would take a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a long time.
They don't seem like
they're too. True. I'm not innocent, but that's not usually the kind of humor I go for in that direction.
I think you're just trying to kill time at this point. Jesse, we promised the people at the end of the year, this show, we would find out the real story. What was your motivation? What was going on in your head? How did it affect that poor couple? What was going on? Why did you boo a wedding proposal? This seems very un-Jesse-like. I mean, except for the Jesse that likes to be sucked by vampires in an alley. But other than that, Jesse, tell us what's going on.
That was not a unilateral all vampires. That was specifically Lucretia.
Gotcha. Okay.
Kate Beckinsale would also work for me. Please and thank you.
All right. Point.
We can all be vampires. Yay.
But that's it. Lucretia and Kate Beckinsale.
All right.
Or the other girl from the first Underworld movie.
There was another girl. I just worried about her. Kate Beckinsale was all I worried about in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sophia Myles.
The one with the werewolves was the best one. What is it? Rise of the Lycan or something?
The blonde one. Oh yeah, Rooney Mara.
No, I meant the movie. I'm not womenizing people and stuff.
I'm not stalling. We have over an hour left. This is not going to take this long. This is usually the end of the show. Curtis was stalling with saying, "Oh, I picked 3 extra pictures, and there's no Jim Carrey backstage."
Jim Carrey was backstage. He was back there. I talked to his agent, and we had him on the show. I told him he had to wait till the shelf selections were done, and I guess we just ran a little long.
Rona Mitra. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you, Omar.
Yeah.
She was the girl in the one Curtis liked.
Okay. Jesse.
No, because she got creepy scary, and no, thank you. Norma Selma Hayek, sure, but not Selma Hayek in that
There's
movie.
been a lot of ugly vampires too, though.
Is it because you don't like snakes?
Let me take you through the booing.
No, all right. I didn't know we had a slideshow.
I told you I was going to make a slide. See, this is why this happened. You never listened to me.
Yeah, you also said we were going to have Jim Carrey on.
I didn't.
Oh, I thought that was you.
No. You don't listen to yourself either.
All right.
Do you ever get the feeling mom and dad are fighting every now and then?
Hey, why do you think I'm so quiet? I don't want to.
I know. Me too.
I don't want to catch a wild swing. If I say.
I was trying to find photographs of the actual movie theater, but like it's been bought and like reconstructed, and it no longer looks the way it did. So I couldn't do that. So this is as accurate as I could get the scene from my memory. All right.
Okay.
So it's December 2005. My friends and I went to see this movie because we probably already saw everything worth seeing that had been out. That was the week of Christmas, but not yet Christmas Day. I think. I don't remember exactly the days, but it was in that time period, and I was getting ready to move to Illinois, like the day after Christmas. So this was like our last hurrah. So yeah, no, we weren't that excited that this was the last movie we were seeing together. It just was the only thing worth seeing that we hadn't already seen, or that we could all agree on seeing. So my friend Andy and Courtney and I go to the theater. We walk in, we get our snacks, whatever. We go down the hallway, and we go to walk into the auditorium that our screening is in. And I got to hit the button. And we sit down in a view very similar to this. And down a couple rows was a young couple and an older couple. Assumingly that because of the way they were seated, it was the young lady's mother and father to her right, and the boy was on the end. Wasn't really paying attention. We were just sitting there, and there's nothing on the screen. No pre-show slides, no like, hey, am I telling the story or what?
Can I jump in for just a quick second?
Sure.
Because you said the segment isn't going to take too long, so I just got to throw in my little 2 cents. Because let's move that. These in the fashion of This Week in Theaters on OffWorld, these were the movies that they had to choose from that week. King Kong, Chronicles of Narnia, Family Stone, Harry Potter, Syriana, Walk the Line, Yours and Mine, Cheaper by the Dozen 2, Brokeback Mountain, and they chose number 10, Fun with Dick and Jane.
Okay, what part of we already saw the ones that were worth seeing? The only other one that's first week on this list is the Family Stone and Cheaper by the Dozen 2.
All right. Okay. All right. Continue.
I don't know what you expect from me.
Guy, lady, possibly her parents.
Whatever. So we're sitting there in this quiet ass movie theater, dead silent. No one's talking, no music playing, no ads up on the screen. We're just sitting there in dead silence. And this isn't like now when there's like 45 minutes of trailers before the actual movie starts at start time. Like this was just a little bit before start time. Nothing was playing. Start time rolls around. Nothing.
Real quick. Sorry, Rob, I am totally following, but there are many movies on that list I would have seen a second, third, fourth, and fifth time before choosing to see Fun with Dick and Jane. So sit back, be quiet, listen to Jesse's story. Sorry, Jesse.
My friend Andy,
I'm sorry, Rob,
loves Jim Carrey movies, and we were probably all hoping maybe it would just be a fun way to just blow off some steam before I left. And
I'm with you. I'm sorry that Rob interrupted. Go ahead.
Now my momentum's gone. I got to start over. So we get to the theater. We go inside. We get our tickets. We get the drinks. We walk into the theater. No one's talking. There's nothing playing. No music. No commercials. Nothing. Dead silence and just awkward, like trying to like keep your voices low so as not to disturb other people. Look, I would have rather gone to see King Kong again. I wasn't the one deciding what movie on my own.
Do you guys like sitting in the back? Was that a preference?
This was not a stadium theater. This wasn't stadium seating theater.
Okay.
And I just grabbed a screenshot off of the internet to get a rough idea. This is not a one-to-one exact representation. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So we're sitting there forever. Nothing's happening. Movie should be playing, or at least the previews. And this dumbass video of the ocean starts playing. All right.
What did you get to drink?
Probably Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew.
Okay.
So this ocean scene just comes up. Really grainy, bad, hand cam kind of, home style camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's this like cheesy, like 80s, 90s, like love rock ballad. And it's not even memorable enough. It's not even like, what's the one with the stupid saxophones?
I have no idea.
Endless Whisper.
Sure.
Careless Whisper.
Right? Careless Whisper. Yeah, whatever. It wasn't even that, but it was like that, but like a stupid version of it. And then this dude just shows up with his like backwards visor and his shades and his white shirt, and he's just like staring at the ocean like.
In Jesse's defense, he obviously doesn't know what visors are for.
So
he's worried about the back of his neck.
He's just standing there. And it's this guy. He just for like 3 minutes, it's just this dude walking around on the beach, looking and staring and being like, dude, like whatever. And then the camera starts to pan. And I just go, boo. Right as I do that, dude gets down on his knee and a heart shows up on screen drawn in the sand. I immediately feel like the biggest turd in the world, shrink as small as I can into my seat. They hug, whatever, kiss. The parents are all excited. He turns around. He's like, "Oh, sorry. We just had to do this." And then he turned around and sat down, and then the trailer started. And that's the booting 2025 or 20.
So he apologized to you.
Well, I hope he wasn't apologizing to me, even though my friends on either side of me they were on either side of me.
They were pointing at you?
They were pointing at me and like leaning as far away from me as possible. But he had the biggest, dumbest grin on his face, so I don't think he cared.
Oh, man, they just called you out right away, huh? Right under the bus.
But contrary to what Curtis has been saying all year, nothing was playing until this dumbass slideshow of the ocean showed up, or video, and this dumbass song, and then this dude. And I was like, is it because I thought it was going to turn into like shop now, it's Subaru Honda days or whatever the fuck Christmas car special was going on, So I'm like, boo, it's going to be a car. Nope. Will you marry me?
Okay. Trevor says, and at that point, did you say congratulations?
No.
Did you boo him because of the backwards visor?
I would have.
It was everything. See, I thought it was going to be a Honda commercial or Subaru or whatever the cool thing was back then before electric cars.
Is it possible that there was a one-armed man? Is that something that we think could have happened?
I don't know about the people. There were a couple people behind us. I don't know if they all had their limbs. I don't know if the father had both of his limbs.
Dude, Jen's right. Your friends are a bunch of snitches.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. That's why you got out of Missouri, isn't it?
And this is a fixed point in time for me. This moment, like I can't get this out. Like I cannot forget this moment. I messaged my friend Andy and I recounted the whole story to him, and he's like, I have no memory of this. I messaged my friend Courtney. Granted, I haven't talked to her for over 10 years. She didn't even like read the message. So she might not even be on Facebook anymore. So, so no, I wasn't say boo earns, or I was booing what I thought was a stupid commercial. And it turned out to be a wedding proposal.
Is it possible that they brought in outside candy and that also caused you to boo?
I would do that to Curtis. I don't think I would do that to anyone else.
So one way I could think of that you could have saved face on this, and I know how you are, so I know this would not have worked for you. But if it was people that I didn't know in the theater and I did that, the first thing that I would have thought of is you go down to where they are and you grab her arm and go, no, it was meant to be me, and just turn it into a bigger thing that turns into like her parents going, what, and just looking back and forth and getting more confused. And then finally you're like, okay, fine, you can have them, and then walk away. And just leave it at that.
Yeah. Listen, we've had some people in here that said that maybe there were ghosts and it was boo as in like ghost. We've had people say that maybe Jesse had a relationship with this lady and he was jealous that this guy was going to get to marry her. We've had some people say that he knew that their relationship wasn't going to work out because he knew them personally and he was trying to save the guy a bunch of heartache and headache. We've had a lot of stories, and out of all the stories we have had, the real one is probably the lamest.
Yeah. That's 99% of why I hated this.
Omar says, at least you didn't go see Brokeback Mountain. There's that. So
yeah. What were their names Dick and Jane?
I didn't ask them.
You should.
They just had D and J was just in the heart. I don't know. They're like, I don't know if that was like my friends are me that kind of wish
that Jesse had doubled down on this. You know, so Jesse's not a small guy. You should have just stood up and said, yeah, I said boo. What are you going to do about it? Now,
yeah.
You should have rented the whole theater.
It's fun with Dick and Jane. Why are you proposing before fun and Dick and Jane?
Look, I don't mind getting recognized if I'm being funny, but if it's anything embarrassing or off, I just shrink like a turd when you have to hold it to the next truck stop.
Okay. I
mean, I said that.
I don't think that anybody should propose before a movie at all. But if you are going to propose before a movie, pick something a little bit more romantic. That's all I'm saying.
Or, have them work it into the middle of the other trailers, so, the rest of the audience, granted, there's only 5 other people as far as I know.
So don't just walk up and down the beach with your visor backwards.
And that was the other thing. Like, I was in video production, like, it was really badly made. Like, it was like your camera phone would do a much better job now.
He was more upset that they didn't call him to film it for them. That's what it was. You didn't even bother to get the newest camera.
There could be only one.
Oh, well.
Oh, Trevor, really? You're bringing up dead dad jokes this year?
Is it true that the guy talked like Gambit? Did he have a Cajun accent?
No, he did not have a Cajun accent. He probably didn't even have like a Missouri or like Midwest accent.
Oh, that's just sad stuff. That's just sad. Real life Hamlet at Jim Carrey movie. There you go.
Is this the dagger I see before me?
Well, I'm sorry that we couldn't have Jim Carrey here to get his thoughts on it.
I did tell you it was okay, Trevor. I did tell you it was okay.
So really the whole thing is that you booed previous to the proposal. That's the problem.
Like almost simultaneously. Like if I would have hesitated another second, I would have seen the guy getting on his knee and the camera panning to the big heart. It was just the worst perfect timing in my life.
And once you started the boo, you were just committed. You had to finish it up.
I mean, you know, that's a big gust of air coming. Like you try stopping yourself saying boo when you mean
Joe.
it.
Jesse, I'm curious. Have you booed anything in a movie theater since this event?
Good question.
Not booed. I did give a really dirty. I gave a really dirty sideways glance to someone once, and then I realized they were probably on the spectrum and that they couldn't help the noise they were making, and I shut myself up.
All right.
For someone who gets excited about dinosaurs, this person was getting way more excited about dinosaurs, and they were older than me. And I was like, "Oh, nope. All right. They're just doing their thing.
Old people should not be excited about dinosaurs.
Not out loud in a movie theater.
Okay.
Vampires, yes. Dinosaurs, no.
Yeah, I didn't know the rules about dinosaurs.
Especially not the Dinobots in the Michael Bay movies. They were not that exciting.
Rob would like to know, of all the guests that you had on that told their story, which one was your favorite and which one that you wish that it happened that way?
Oh, man. See, now this is going to make... I don't remember.
I did get the feeling that he was just zoning out through a lot of them. Like, I don't want to be here. So
there was, I think there were 2 or 3 that kind of painted out to be where like I saved one of them from like a loveless marriage or like problems down the road. So those,
I mean, you do have like an 80% chance of that being true, considering how marriage.
The ghost one was pretty good. And I think Sumya Das's was pretty good. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember liking his. For someone who didn't know me before we got on the show, like he got thrown into that and just went right with it. And I was impressed with his, whatever it was.
Cincy, we are definitely going to retcon this. I'll be releasing the Curtis cut later this week. So you can check that out. It'll be a longer version of Jesse's slideshow with a lot more stuff that shouldn't have been cut in the original.
I feel like it'd be a waste if Jesse didn't boo the segment at the end.
Boo?
I mean, with some feeling, man. Come on.
All right, we'll get some emphasis on it. Hold on one second.
Dusty wants to know if your bad choices always come to mind when you're at a theater now, like every single time.
My bad choices come to mind every time I'm in a situation that reminds me of a bad choice.
There it is.
Yeah. Man, I couldn't live like that. I've made so many bad choices. That's all I'd be thinking about. I
take anxiety medication.
I proposed to my second wife in my bedroom. That would be bad. Yeah.
Jesse Marshall says, "Damn, Trevor gave me crap over implied cocaine reference." In fairness, you were insinuating that Trevor was using cocaine in his snow pictures, and he would not waste cocaine like that. So, yeah, that's why he got upset. That got a laugh out of Darla, by the way.
And that's our public service message, everyone. Don't waste cocaine.
There you go.
Don't waste the booger sugar.
So Jesse, we've asked everybody else this. We're going to ask you now. Do you think the couple stayed together? And do you think that they ever, I know your friends, you said they've forgotten about this. Do you think that couple remembers you to this day?
I hope so, and I hope not.
You hope that they are still together, but they don't remember you.
Because look, it might not seem like it. I'm all for love. So if they're still together, I hope it's because they're happy and they're enjoying life. You know, they might have their ups and downs like everybody, but I hope that, you know, deciding to get married while seeing the movie Dick and Jane with someone's parents, if that's a stable kind of life, then go for it. More power to you.
Do you think he ever figured out? Do you think he ever figured out how visors work?
I don't know. You have to ask the early 2000s.
I love that he still had sunglasses on too, right?
Well, you have to have visors backwards.
Yeah, the visors
to be fair, I don't remember. I don't 100% remember if he had the visor on. I just remember that was like a thing at the time with like the spiky hair.
It would have been better if he had the visor on backwards, the sunglasses hanging from like a rope, and then was doing one of these.
Yeah, and then blocking the sun from his eyes. Yeah.
The visor might have also been upside down, because wasn't that a thing to like put it on backwards and upside down?
So that way, if
the backward visor doesn't bode well for a long relationship.
No, I wouldn't think
people can change, people can grow.
Yeah. I think this is wrong, Cindy John. I think everybody remembers their wedding proposals. And if you got booed at your wedding proposal, you 1000% remember that for the rest of your fucking life. So if that couple, now if they've split up and they've gone into separate relationships, maybe they don't think about it at all. But if they're still together, they talk about this every year. They tell it on their anniversary. They share it with friends at like dinner parties. They tell this story all the fucking time. I guarantee it.
And laugh.
Oh, yeah. They'd laugh their asses off at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. The lady's like, this fucking yahoo proposes to me before Fun with Dick and Jane. And we got some guy in the back booing us.
Well, no. The wife is probably saying this fucking yahoo proposed to me with a backwards visor on, and some other guy agreed with me that was not the way that you do this stuff. That's probably what she's
boom.
Yeah. All right. So Jesse, do you think you'll ever boo another wedding proposal again?
Not intentionally.
Okay.
I'm thinking of proposing to my girlfriend in the near future. Jesse, could I get you to just record a boo? You know, so yeah,
you got to do it on stream
just to have on hand.
You might be able to make a business out of this, Jesse. You could have guys that are kind of have commitment issues, but the girl wants them to propose, and they could just start to propose. You could boo, and they could be like, damn it, I was going to propose to you, but it's ruined now. I'll try to find another moment.
You know why? I'll say this to those men: if you can't make the decision on your own, get fucked.
Wow. All right. Getting serious now.
If you can't decide whether or not you want to spend your life with that person, and you're just taking pressure from her and do it and live a miserable life because of that, that's on you.
But isn't that what most red-blooded American men do?
I was going to say it. Speaking from experience, I'm not batting 1,000. That's for sure.
Omar here asking the real questions. Did you buy a Hyundai after that?
at the clearance sale event.
I don't know. No, I had a Ford Aerostar at the time. I did have a Toyota Corolla after that, and I have had 2 Hondas in a row currently. I've never had a Hyundai.
And Dusty says, I'll take regretting telling Curtis this story for 200, Alex.
Only 200? Seems like it should be higher.
That should have been a daily double at least.
Now we got to figure out what the next story of Jesse's life is that we have people tell their versions of. We'll find something.
Look, I'm assuming something with their names. Maybe it wasn't Dick and Jane. Maybe it was Diane and Jake. But maybe there was something. I don't know. I got the vibe that maybe they knew the people at the movie theater, and there was just like a weird. Anyway, look, I don't need to defend them.
Did the parents ever look back towards you guys?
I tried to not make eye contact
Mm.
with anybody down there.
Gotcha. All right.
Like, I'm pretty sure that movie was going to be horrible anyway, but like,
Oh, it was. Yeah.
I felt like, I felt like a piece of shit watching a piece of shit take a shit on our cultural awareness.
So were you thinking about the booing the entire movie?
Every couple seconds, I was like, I can't believe I did that.
Did you leave the theater before the movie ended so that you wouldn't have to see them?
I got up as soon as the credits rolled and walked, like, tried to like get out so they wouldn't see me.
Oh man, I love it. This has been fun.
Has it?
Jesus, tell us about Africa, Jesse. Oh, that's a good one for next year. We could have everybody tell us their story of what Jesse did in Africa.
Absolutely not. No. You're not mocking that. Sorry.
I'm not mocking anything. I'm getting people's guesses on what happened.
No.
I guarantee they're not going to say that you got a mohawk. That's not going to be one of their guesses.
Well, now they will.
I'm going to
You
guess.
paid attention to that frickin' story.
I'm going to guess that you watched the rains.
Yeah, did you bless them?
Bless the rain.
I don't know if it rained at all while we were there.
All right. Okay. Star Trek 4. That's the one
Something to do with
whales,
shuttle,
right?
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one that they time travel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So that's a show. So guys, how was your Christmas? How'd it go? Get anything cool? Joe?
I worked. Worked on Christmas. I got myself a new video card for my computer, a 5060 Ti, which was super cool.
Okay. This is not going to make for exhilarating YouTubing, but I don't know what a graphics card does. Because you were talking about like it's running at a certain speed, but then the CPU was running at a higher speed. It was like, so like, what is it just, I don't know. Tell me.
So it's in the name. It's a graphics card. So like when you play a video game, a graphics card renders the graphics in the game.
Okay.
So, I mean, I built a pretty nice gaming computer, but it was in like 2017. So even though it was high end at the time, I've finally gotten to the point where there's some modern games that I can't play on max settings, which is depressing. So, or I should say my son play them because I don't really have time for games anymore. But yeah, so
now it'll play the updated graphics, but your computer
not
can't keep up with
exactly
it.
because I upgraded the graphics, the GPU, but I haven't bought a new CPU yet, so my computer struggles to like load in stuff. So that's when we brought up the stats. It's like a high-end game like Cyberpunk.
Okay.
My GPU is only using like 50% of its ability, and my CPU is like at 100% constantly, because it'll fluctuate depending on what's going on in the game. So that is step one, and I'm hoping it's before next Christmas before I upgrade the rest of the necessary components. Unfortunately, because I've read that because of all this AI stuff, all the things they hate about AI, they've actually caused the price of RAM to go way up. Because I guess all the AI companies are buying up RAM like crazy to for their AI systems, and that's causing the price of RAM to be ridiculous right now. Like the same kind of RAM I bought years ago for like $150 is like $400 now.
Wow,
which is super lame. Hate it, but yeah. So you're right. That wasn't exciting YouTube stuff, but
yeah, that was just for my information.
Yeah, it's for playing.
We only lost 2 viewers, so we're good.
Right. It's for playing video games. Well, you know, like if you're playing Cyberpunk and you don't have like ray tracing on, for example, you know, it's just not the same experience. You want everything to look as, or I assume people would want it to look as beautiful as possible. So.
Gotcha. Or like if you're watching your favorite Art by Akerman video or something.
Videos don't require much. They're pre-rendered. So
I was just looking for you to give me a cheap plug, but that's all right.
Hey, everybody, watch Art by Akerman because you don't need a good video card to watch it. Curtis looks good just right out of the box.
Either way. Shawn, did you get anything exciting for Christmas?
Actually, so when I was out shopping with my daughter, I came across this and pointed it out to her, and I'm like, I've always wanted this one. This would be really cool. And apparently she got on the phone with my wife like right after I pointed it out. But now, geez, here we go. The Gigawatt. I'm gonna call it Gigawatt because that's what Doc Brown called.
Yeah.
Transformer / Back to the Future mashup.
I've always seen that. That's cool.
Yeah, that was always like I could give or take the Ecto one and all that stuff, but that one for some reason, because it's such an iconic car and how cool the car is in the movie on top of that, and then to turn it into a Transformer, I always thought was brilliant. So they had them at Target last week, and apparently she like grabbed one behind my back and I didn't know about it. So she always loves to get me something that makes me smile, which I love about my daughter. And so this one for me, the minute I opened it, she saw, I was just like, oh my God, you actually got this. And she's like, the minute you said you always wanted one, I had to call Mom. I'm like, I have no problem with that. That was a great gift. So yeah, no complaints.
That's awesome. Jesse, anything cool for Christmas?
What now? I went to Florida and got the flu.
That's fun.
My brother asked if I wanted some, to send him some list of some things. So he got me some Dio stuff, like a miniature chess set to go with like Dio photos and books, and a set of my favorite pens that I couldn't find in the any stores around here. And which he prefaced when I went to open it, he was like, hey, everybody, this was on Jesse's list. This isn't just me being cheap. I was like, oh, I know what this is.
What kind of pen is it?
They're just gel pen, Uniball, but like I can't find them in any of the stores anymore.
Lance Armstrong's a Uniball too.
For the love.
Who's
that guy that dated Drew Barrymore? What was his name? Green?
Tom Green.
Tom Green. Yeah, that's right.
Awesome.
So together they are not a Uniball anymore, but separately
they've got a full set between them.
But then I got my mom got me some just fun little, she found this Matchbox. She said she saw it and she just thought it went back to when I was a kid. It was like He-Man in the ripcord
Road Ripper
thing. Yeah, but it was like a mini Matchbox, but he's got like the kind of not bobblehead, but it's like a cartoony version of He-Man sitting in it.
Yeah.
It was like a little Matchbox car. And a couple other, just fun little thoughtful things like that. So yeah.
Beautimous.
Yeah.
I got a lot of cool stuff, but one of my favorites was this right here. Crossbows and catapults. Love the game as a kid. They just put out a new version in 24. And I played that on Christmas Day with my daughter, played it with Darla. Both of them kicked my ass. But it was still a lot of fun. So you can play dwarves or goblins. So I tried playing dwarves twice and I got my ass kicked. So
okay.
But fun game. So highly recommend.
Nice.
Yeah. I also got my Legions Con book that's got all my, Legions Con memory photos. Yeah. I'll be doing a live stream later this week when I don't feel like death, and go through the book, because she did it all in chronological order. So it takes you all the way through like my whole week. So I can, go back down memory lane of Legions Con. Be kind of fun, at least for me. I don't know if it's going to be fun to watch, but it'll be fun for me to do. So, anything you guys are watching right now? Anything that's interesting you? I know, Joe, you said the Fallout's out, right?
Yeah. Yes, I still haven't had the chance to watch the second episode. It's out right now, though. Super excited to check that out. The first episode was amazing. Had a great time watching that. I love that it's a good show, even if you're not a fan of Fallout. It's just a good show. But they put in enough Easter eggs and things like that if you are a fan of the games, that there's stuff in there just for you. I think that's really neat. And so far, I like where the story's going. Like, it feels like they're taking it seriously, which is always what you worry about when they translate games into a show. Yeah. And it does feel that way. So it's
I was kind of like the test group for you when the Halo was going on, and now with this, where like I've not played the games, but so I can tell you, like, I think they were good shows without knowing anything about the game, whereas you're coming from the angle of you've played all the games and you can kind of tell whether it's doing justice to that. And obviously it's a different thing, and I know you have some thoughts about the Halo, what people thought about that compared to the game, but obviously they're two different things. But yeah, I think for as somebody that did not play Fallout, like the first season I thought was fantastic. So yeah, I can't wait to get it.
The way that they've set it up, the main character Lucy would be like the main character of the games, which is fun. And in the games, companions are a big part of the game. So like every game's had I don't know about the MMO version of the game 76, but all the single player versions of the game have had a dog meat in it, for example, and there's a dog meat in the show and stuff like that. So
I'm not sure why there's a lizard coming on the screen.
Am I boring, Jesse? That's
speaking of lizards.
Jesse kind of looks like a raider from Fallout. Watch the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's the Mohawk.
There you go. Shawn, anything you've been watching lately?
That was my second one.
And also that lizard was a gecko, and in Fallout New Vegas, mutated geckos were a large part of the enemies that you fought. So maybe that's why.
Oh, so that's an appropriate thing to bring up, maybe?
Sure. Everyone did like that.
Shawn?
Basically my wife and I were getting excited about the new season for Stranger Things, and my daughter and son, my daughter's 13, my son is 9, they actually wanted us to go back to the beginning, and we've been watching the whole show from the first episode on over the last week. And my wife and I are still watching as we can the new stuff after they go to bed, so they're not getting spoilers. But yeah, it's just really fun to go back through that, because I haven't watched them at all since the first time I watched them, and I was just waiting for the next season and all this stuff. So going back to this, it's like, man, I remember why this show was so it was engrossing when it was first. Each season as it progressed got engrossing more and more and more. So we just started, before I came down, we just started season 3. So I don't know how many episodes. They're probably at least 1 or 2 episodes in by now. But that's pretty much it. I've been boring. Otherwise, it's been mostly insane deadlines leading up to Christmas. So it's like, at least I got that going for me. A little bit of Stranger Things.
Yeah, I mean, we watched the last batch of Stranger Things, the last 3 episodes that came out. Without any spoilers, I'll just say the first 4 episodes this year I thought were fantastic. The next 3 were okay. And we'll see how it ends. You know, last one coming out this upcoming week, so we'll see what happens.
The one thing for me about season 4 and the way that ended, and I won't get into spoilers too much here because depending if anybody wants to see it and hasn't watched it, or they're waiting for the whole series to air or whatever. But the way that ended, it ended on such a strong, like, I need the next episode right now moment. And then when I watched the first episode of season 5, I sat there going, there was so much momentum going into season 5. And when you see it, basically, not to get into it too much, but it's almost a day in the life kind of an episode. I was pissed because I'm like, you set it up so well where I'm like, it's going to be like, as Ghostbusters, fire and brimstone, you know, dogs and cats living together. And instead it's like, oh, we're just doing it's an average day in Hawkins, you know? And I just remember, like, man, that momentum just hit a wall with that first episode.
I mean, I don't think it's a spoiler to say that there's a time gap, and I think having a time gap after such an epic finale, where you're like you said, you're just on your edge of your seat, like what's going to happen next. It's like, oh, well, we're not going to show you. We're just going to tell you kind of what happened the last, you know, few months or whatever, you know.
And I get from a filmmaking perspective, the kids are going to be older and they have to justify that. I get that. But that is part of my issue with it. I'm just like, man, it would have been great if they could have done it like Lord of the Rings, where let's film the next one right after that, and we could just get right into this instead of waiting 2 years. And these kids now look like they should be not even in high school anymore, you know. But
well, that's one of the problems with these streaming shows now. Like, we used to get network television to where you had a new season every year, right? And it was like 20 episodes or whatever. And now it's like you get 10 episodes and then you won't get another season for like 2-3 years. And it's like you almost have to go back and rewatch it to remember what the hell happened. So yeah, I get it. And then Darla and I have been watching Lost. She never saw that, so we're in season 5. We're trying to finish before New Year's because they take it off on January 1st on Netflix. I think it's on another one, it's like on Paramount or something. But yeah, we're trying to finish before New Year, so we'll see. Jesse, you got anything you've been watching lately?
Well, I'm all caught up on Stranger Things, really enjoying that. I've tried to get back into Fallout. The first episode didn't. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not like I enjoyed the first season, but I might wait till there's a couple more episodes built up and watch a couple at a time. I think that might work better just for me. But I think the acting, the production, everything on it is really, really, really well done. I watch shows wise. I tortured my mom with a bunch of stuff this weekend.
You might want to go into more detail on that because that doesn't sound good.
Well, I had her watch the first episode of Arcane with me, which is not some. I was like, I don't think you're gonna like this, and she insisted to a point, and she wanted to watch it because she knows if it's something I really like, she'll like. When I was reading the Star Wars books, like in middle school, she was reading those, or she would want to be, you know, knowledgeable to be able to talk to me about the stuff I like. And since there's not really anything to read Mythic Legions wise at this moment, like for her, she won't read stuff online. She likes a book, so when that lore book comes out, I'm going to be able to send that to her. But so we watched that, and we watched Superman, Fantastic Four, Dungeons and Dragons, The Honor Among Thieves, and the animated movie Belle.
Has she seen K-pop Demon Hunter?
We watched that together in the summer over the phone call. But I made her watch some of the videos and stuff with the group twice that I've gotten into, and some of the other reaction videos and different things. And last night before we were going to bed, we were just watching like silly animal which Shawn knows, like we'll just watch like fail videos or funny, like when we're hanging out, we'll just be talking and having these things on in the background. And we watched like 2, and my mom was like, I can do this till about 8 o'clock. Then we need to pick a movie, or I need to go to bed. I was like, okay.
When you're like when she's in Florida and you're in Pennsylvania and you guys are watching something together, how do you guys just like start it at the same time, or are you streaming it through one and the other one's watching it through their phone? Like, how does that work?
No, because we tried doing the Disney like watch party thing once, or whatever. Someone had it where you could like sync up people, and with the two of us it didn't work because hers was like on a 3-second delay. You know, when we did like the join the stream and whatever. Right. So we just hit play at the same time, and then I just either pause or rewind or fast forward whenever I know that we're out of sync, or I'll be like, hey mom, you're like a half a second. Can you just hit pause and unpause real quick?
Gotcha. Like if you hear on hers that it's like a little behind or a little forward or whatever.
Yeah. So I'll sit there on the couch and I'll either have my phone propped on my shoulder or on the armchair or the arm of the couch next to me. And I can hear it synced. It's loud enough coming through her speaker that I can hear. And it's almost like when you would watch the old, I don't know if you ever did riff tracks, what the guys did with Mystery Science Theater after.
Oh, yeah.
You would buy like the audio file and you would sync it up, and there would be like a little robotic voice that would like mirror a line in the movie. Be like, at that speed, do you think we could pull out in time? It'd be, and if you knew you were in the right spot, if his voice lined up with the delivery in the movie.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so yeah, that's how we do that.
It
can be a little frustrating because sometimes her Wi-Fi will choke up and we'll just sit there for like 5 minutes and she'll have to restart her whole TV and
you boo.
And you boo her. Yeah.
No.
What?
Because like
out of all the things that you showed her for the first time, what was the thing that she liked the most?
You want to know?
I would like to know. Dungeons
and Dragons, the Honor Among Thieves movie. She really liked that. Yeah.
Very cool. Now, I don't know if she's heard of this. Has she heard of Allegion's Quest?
It's not as good as the movie.
Accurate. Look, my mom loves me. I don't even think she could sit through that just for seeing me on screen, if that makes any sense. Not saying that it's bad. It's just not her. I don't think she would enjoy the games aspect of it. And go ahead. You can answer. You guys, someone can answer this one.
Probably. Joe? Yeah, probably. Yeah. The expectation is yes.
Yeah, it looks like we are, as long as something doesn't happen. So none of us get hit by lightning or anything like that. So
but yeah, so it's great. My she'll be 83 in May, and like she has this really nice 10-speed bike. She like rides like 20 miles like every couple days, like not in a couple days, like each day. She does it like 2 or 3 times a week. And then she'll do other like in the house workouts and stuff. Yeah. She's she for being retired and not having anything to do, she keeps pretty busy.
Very cool.
I will say this.
Yeah.
When I asked her, because we did a review we watched the Marinch's Treasure, the Emil show, the short, and we put up a little review on that on the channel. And sometime later this week, we did a quick review of Dungeons and Dragons, and I think Fantastic Four was the one she liked next out of the stuff we watched.
Okay.
And she liked Superman, but she didn't like the violence. She doesn't like when people are just like punching and stuff. And she's not saying it was a bad movie. She said the punching went on too much for her in that movie. And the movie Belle, she said she would not have watched had I not recommended it. And we watched another one called The Great Flood on Netflix, which is a Korean movie about this mom and her son trapped in this like high-rise tower, and Seoul is like this flood is coming in, but she's like some sort of researcher, and like there's a really weird twist to it. It's really weird, and I was like, wow, I thought this was just going to be like a disaster survival movie, and there's like a whole different twist to it. And yeah, I've been thinking about that since we watched that yesterday, like a lot. But she was like, yeah, if I would have watched this by myself, I would have had it off in 5 minutes.
So I just had somebody PM me while we were in the middle of this, and they were asking me if you think that your mom, like, you don't tell her or have her watch Legion's Quest because you think that I would be her favorite character in the show.
Did you message yourself that question?
No, I did not. You think that she would come back to you and go, that Cam's okay, but Graddock, that's where it's at?
No. My mom's got a weird blind spot for her children.
Okay.
Or
so you would be the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to check out the review of, well, both of them, the one that's up now and the one that'll be up later this week. So that's cool.
What is this? Watching D&D played by people who don't perform is like watching people play Monopoly.
So next time on Legion's Quest, we'll be playing Monopoly. So make sure and tune in.
I don't think he was saying that we don't perform.
I know it's a joke. It's a joke.
Aren't jokes supposed to be funny?
I think that he was saying exactly that.
It could be. I don't know.
I think that he's saying exactly that we are boring.
You know what I have to say to myself on that one, Joe?
I think that everyone in the Legion's Quest group brings their own individual excellence to what is overall a pretty okay whole.
I do a voice too, Sig.
Yeah, how would she feel about Cam's relationship with a goblin?
She would feel fine about it because she knows it's make-believe and that there is no flirtatious relationship between Cam and the goblin.
All right.
That is a one-sided story between Rugtug.
I don't know, man. You've kind of manipulated that goblin to, go on some quest and do some things for you. So
she paid him.
I don't know.
She contracted services and paid for them.
Want your womanly ways,
Cam does not have womanly ways.
Get him to do things for you.
Hello, Poppet. I actually haven't had Rugtug in there for way too long. He's
been gone for a little bit.
We're in hell right now, so that's okay. That's all right. As soon as we get back, we'll get Trevor on his date with the buxom apothecary. How's that sound, Trevor? Huh?
That sounds great.
Put that in your pocket and smoke it.
I've been trying to make that happen for a while now.
All right, quick. Let's shift topics so we don't lose Shawn.
Okay, we'll throw out one.
Did everybody get their Dawns of Discovery orders in?
Got my all in. I will do extras through retailer. So, Jesse?
No. I mean, yes, no, yes. Through retailer.
Gotcha. Shawn, you getting anything from Dawns of Discovery?
I didn't do anything on the pre-order, but I would like to get like one or two of them eventually, but I'll get them eventually.
Which ones were striking your fancy?
I don't know the names, but the crab is the one that I really want to get. I feel like that was their answer to Mondo. How much are you charging for Clawful? Oh, we got you guys, and I thought that was hysterical since it was like a month later. There it is, and I don't have to pay like $500 to Mondo if I wanted a He-Man and a Clawful, basically. Not 500, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one in particular is the one that I'm really hoping to get my hands on sometime.
All right. What else, Jesse? I thought the booing was going to take longer than this.
That took way longer than it should have. Like 8 months. That's what I get for saying I don't want to tell the story again.
That's true.
Well played.
Yeah.
Nice, William. I know for that wave the
What's
the
that got,
standout
like an hour and 10 minutes or something like that till it closes?
Yep. 14 hour and 14 minutes.
Nice.
The is it Serena or Sirena?
The
Siren
mermaid
Opal
that's
scale.
not
Siren
in-
Opal scale, the mermaid and the Mobu, the manta ray, I think are my favorite two. Like character overall design, character story, but the even Prosperius and I think the pirate captain have a lot of cool potential for like a lot of like custom diversity, and the imp too. I think there's some potential, real cool potential with him once we get those 3 different styles of body and armor between him and then Burris and Byler.
Yeah. I was not initially a fan of Eben, but then when I finally kind of saw and looked at this look, like that I think is cool. I like that a lot. So
I ordered 2 just so that he'll have a bodyguard right out of the box, and I'm sure I'll get more later.
I'm just thinking for customizing potential. Like I love the black leaf on the torso. I love the dark green on the upper arms and legs. Like, yeah, it's just super cool.
I know my Nutcracker is going to get that sword as soon as this character,
or
whoever comes with that sword first. Yeah, that like saber looking sword.
Is that a cutlass?
I can't remember if someone else comes with that first.
I don't remember anybody having that, but I could be wrong. What about you, Joe? What's your favorite in this?
The imp is my favorite. I did order an extra, but I want like 10 of them, so I'll definitely be getting more later. I army built male farce with this same kind of like the swarming little demons thing. Like I love that thought aesthetic of just little demons swarming larger things. So I'll definitely be getting many of these.
Nice. Sure. Yeah, he's cool. Plus,
absolutely
for the win.
Yeah, that's what made him so appealing to me is the fact that he's so small.
This guy's grown on me too. Like I wasn't completely sold on this at first, but the more I've looked at him, like he's pretty cool. So
the fact that his face has a ball joint in it is really cool. That you can move the face around.
Yeah,
I think that'll give has a lot of potential for really cool posing and photography.
For sure.
I bought an extra of the mermaid too, because I kind of want to put one of her with my cosmics.
Yeah, as a Thraxian with the legs.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, she's gonna fit in perfectly. So
yeah, you don't have to do anything.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just throw that right over.
Yeah. So I did order an extra of her just for that, with that thought in mind.
Very cool. So you got a little over an hour, folks. Check that out.
Yep.
So,
don't miss out.
Exactly. So next week we've got a special show. We are going to be doing the best toy photography of 2025. So we have got a group of amazing photographers. And I'll pull up my list here just to make sure I don't miss anybody. We have got me and Jesse, who are the idiots. Like, we know nothing about toy photography other than that looks cool. But then we've got Elijah, Captain Firebeard Baker. We've got Faisal will be here as well. Rygon, little Ryan Gonzalez. We've got Dub3, William Wallace Harris. Cloud Foxwell. Trevor Williams, Nate Strong, and member and super chatter of the channel, Kevin Maboots. So some amazing photographers. Each
That's
one
an all-star lineup right there.
It is cool. So we're going to have a lot of people that actually know what they're talking about and are going to be able to tell us why certain photos work and don't work. And we're each picking 3 pictures for the year. So 3 toy photography pictures for the year. And we'll go through them. So it's going to be an entire show of just shelf selections. Should be a lot of fun. I'm pretty excited for it. So Jesse, what about you? You excited for it?
I am. I'm going to actually and say it's not the best toy photography of 2025, but maybe our favorite toy photography of 2025.
All right. Joe, you got anything coming up this week that people should know about besides working a bunch of overtime?
No, just Legion's Quest until Friday when hopefully we'll all be kicking tires and lighting fires to go off-world.
You got a preview for this week? I know we're in hell. Anything that you can tease folks with on Legion's Quest?
You won't want to miss it. Let me just say that. I don't want to give spoilers, but I mean, this is going to be a maybe a little bit of a turning point in the storyline, you know, kind of wrapping up some things.
Climactic.
Hopefully. I mean, I'd hate to promise that, but that's what I have planned. I mean, the party is on their way to face off against some boss characters. So, I mean, this might be the last episode.
Hugo Boss?
No, like party murdering boss.
Like, so some people may not come out of this alive, huh?
You never know. Well, you will, Curtis. There's no way I'm not going to kill Graddick if that's what you want. So he'll just Graddick forever preserved in ice, in a chunk of ice in the corner of the room in hell.
So I've just got to show up to each episode and just sit there and not saying anything.
Yeah. So maybe with a hand up.
Nice.
Yeah, no, but it should be fun.
That's cool. Shawn, I know you've been super elusive as of late, but anything that you got coming up, any shows that you're going to, or things that people can be looking forward to from you?
Absolutely not. I threw my iPad through the window, so I'm screwed there. And yeah, I mean, basically it's just me working my deadlines and keeping sane. So nothing interesting for me.
Gotcha. What about, I know we've got the Masters movie coming out this upcoming year.
Yeah.
You excited for that?
I'll be more excited when I finally see a trailer of some sort, because I've seen the photos and I'm like, okay, you got my attention. It looks like the direction I'd like it to finally go, but until I see that trailer and get like a sense of is the humor going to be over the top, or is it going to be, like, oh, it'll just be these little quips from time to time or whatever. Right. Is the action going to look good? Is the guy playing He-Man going to feel like He-Man, or is it going to feel like a cosplayer? I don't know. So those are all my questions. That, and I know there's a lot of people that aren't a fan of Jared Leto at the moment and stuff, but I'm like, I want to see. I doubt they'll show Skeletor. I think that'll be the big reveal in another trailer or something. Yeah. But I do want to see what they do with that, because that is one of those, like, I know it'll be CGI, but I really want to see if they go legit with it, or it feels like Skeletor again, or if it's going to be we fudged it, but there it is, there's Skeletor or whatever. So.
Yeah, I would like to see them lean on the practical a little bit more, and the CGI for just a few tweaks here and there, rather than full blown.
Sure,
so we'll see. That should be fun. But that's coming out next summer?
Yeah, I think it's in July.
So we should see something soon, I would think, like a teaser or something.
I keep hearing people asking about it online. Like I'm more on Reddit than anything nowadays, just out of like the news and everything else. But a lot of people in the Masters of the Universe group on there was like, maybe around Super Bowl we'll finally get a teaser or something. So who knows? I'm sure it'll be happening. I'm sure it will be coming out. But that will be when I finally go, oh, this will be greater. Oh, this will be interesting. Either way, I'm going to go see it just because I have to. So.
As long as they don't have He-Man snap anybody's neck at the end, we should.
Yeah, that would be nice. No snapping of necks. Even though he's got a sword and a battle axe, I'm like, I don't know. I don't need him to kill people. Just maiming them is okay. Maiming is fine.
You can sever necks, just don't twist them.
There you go.
Sure.
There you go. Well, gentlemen, we appreciate you being on for this very special episode where we got a slideshow and saw the true story of Jesse booing the wedding proposal. So thank you for joining us for this.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, so we appreciate it. We're going to put you backstage. If you've got to run, we totally understand. If not, hang out and we'll be right back with you. Thanks, guys. Well, Jesse, that's a show. We brought the year to an end. And the story is done. Never to be brought up again.
I don't give a fuck. His name was Mike.
Fucking Mike.
All right. And then next week we'll have our shelf selection spectacular with all those great photographers.
I believe next week's episode is going to be called Shooting the Shelf Selections.
Oh, all right. Which will be episode 100 and something.
You know what? I think maybe.
What? That's this one, or that's next week's?
Next week.
Next week, 181. All right.
Yes. I didn't run this by you, but I think we're going to just drop the season aspect and just revert to the numbers.
I'm good with that.
Because seasons are arbitrary.
I would like to see if we can get a new intro at some point, keeping the same music, obviously, but putting in some more updated pictures. I think would be great. I'd appreciate that, but whenever at your leisure.
I was messing around with some ideas today. I don't know if I'll have it done in time for next week, but I'm starting to gear up on that. I'm almost done with my other art project, so I can do that now. Beauty.
Anything else? I know you said you got a review up with your mom on the channel, and you got another one coming.
Yep.
Anything else coming this week for you that people should be aware of?
Just now that I'm feeling better and I'm not like I'm back in my own solitary place, whatever this is will be back. I will try to get the All-Star 6 Lauren Moore done before the end of the year. I think there's 2 characters left. So I'll try to get them done and posted before Thursday. No promises.
Okay.
But yeah.
Awesome. I will have a live at some point this week, be covering my Legions Con experience. So look for that. Not sure what day or time, but sometime this week when I'm not feeling like death. Tomorrow we do have Legions Quest, so that should drop on Tuesday, I would imagine. And then Wednesday, New Year's Eve, there is an Art by Akerman Mod Squad crossover event where we're going to be doing some painting. I know I'm going to be there. I know Tanya's going to be there. I don't know who else. Jesse's invited. We'll maybe invite a few more people. We'll try to get 3 or 4 people on screen. We're just going to be doing some live painting on New Year's Eve, just like we did last week on Christmas Eve. So if you missed that, It's over on the Art by Akerman channel. You can check that out. I had Jay from Low Fidelity Customs, had Freak from Freaks Figures, and had Alan from Vine Jungle Figure Factory, and we were just hanging out and doing some painting for a couple hours. It was a lot of fun. So
nice.
Yeah, it was nice. So
very cool. I am usually over at a friend's house after work on New Year's Eve to avoid the crowd that floods my town for the wrench drop.
Yeah.
So unless I just come home and don't go over there, I won't be on the live.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Well,
but if I'm home, I will be.
Well, then, Jesse, you have an excellent New Year, and I'll see you next week for the Shelf Selection Spectacular.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow night first for Allegiance Quest.
They're not going to see that, so I was pretending like we just live in
this
like shelf world.
Tuesday,
the shelfers.
We all live in the shelf world.
Oh shoot!
Some of us are on the shelf. Some of us are putting things on the shelf. Some of us are the shelf.
Some of us are shooting the shelves. So
some of us are the shotten shelves.
That's true.
And you know what they say.
What's on your shelf?
No!